man that can't be beat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Jackson, A, crashing that crease. When he's on the ice, it's a red light feast. Orson's up high, ripping the point shot. Richards in front, tipping from the slot. The ice shakes, get out of your seat. Tyler weaving through the zone, what a feat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Port Moody trembles with fear, Richmond hides when the Colts are near. Abbotsford turns and runs away, afraid what will happen if they stay. The Colts battle hard to defend their space as Mitchell tries to block a shot with his face. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Making saves so fine.
The Colts are taking to the ice once again here in the U18 regular season, looking to have game 3 of the season here today, a home game against the Langley Eagles, happening on Monday, November 17th. And we had a new intro song here for this edition of the highlights to celebrate a new look roster for the Colts. They have added a player to the team, forward Leo Lee, joining the Colts after a stint in the Pacific Junior Hockey League playing for the Surrey Knights. He has left that organization and has returned to the association and will be dressed here for the Colts today wearing number 5 in their blue jerseys. There on the right side of the screen, there you see Langley on the left in their road jerseys with brown and yellow trim. A couple other roster notes for the Colts here today. Linden remains out on defense, so they'll be going with 5D. And despite adding one forward, they will be down another forward. Tyler Meekin unable to play here today. And so the Colts will be going with 11 forwards. Nate will be getting the start in goal for the Colts here in this game. This is the third time these teams will have played each other this year already. They played once in exhibition at the beginning of the year, Colts winning that game 4-1. Then they played each other in the placement games prior to the commencement of the regular season. Colts won that game 5-2. So Colts coming off their first regular season win last game. And so they'll be looking to put together 2 wins in a row here against a team they've had some success against already this year. So with that, let's head to the first period. The Colts are going to face some adversity right off the opening face-off of the game. Langley dumps it in, goes behind the net, and watch it catches something on the boards there as Nate comes out to play it, kicks off the wall, and it's in behind him. This Langley player is going to come in and try it, pull it out front to the empty net, but he can't quite get a hold of it, crashing into the net with Nate, and the whistle goes to kill that potentially dangerous play. Langley follows that up with another dangerous scoring chance here as a quick pass out front, but the forward out front swings and misses at that. He was right in a prime scoring location. Finally, we're down to the other end. Colts on the attack, and as Liam comes in to play that puck, he gets tripped up, and so number 10 from the Langley Eagles heads to the penalty box. 2 minutes for tripping, giving the Colts an early power play in this game to try and get some opportunities of their own. So here they are, working it around. Here's Jackson Mum sliding it across, and it goes over to Jackson Anderson, who whips it on net, but it was kind of tipped in the middle. That allowed the Langley goalie to have time to get over and pick that up. Here's a play at the point. It gets past Orson. They're coming in 2-on-0, and the pass is in his feet. He can't quite get it up to his stick, so another excellent scoring opportunity by Langley there that doesn't result in a shot. Power play is now over, and here comes Jackson Davis through the middle of the ice, and the Langley player gets his knee in there, knee on knee, sending Jackson flying, but no penalty called on the play. Colts now deep in their own zone, looking to get the puck out, moving the puck up the right side of the ice. And there's a pass by Liam that's right to a Langley player in the middle. He puts it down low against that player who can't quite corral it. So that's now 4 opportunities that Langley has had in this game. And the Colts are dodging bullets like it's the Matrix, getting away with all these dangerous opportunities that haven't resulted into a shot for Langley yet. Now here's Nathan with the puck deep in his own zone. He's going to flip that out to center. Arjun's going to skate onto it and then chip it around the defender and go in, but then he puts it up over the crossbar from that bad angle there. Here's an offensive zone faceoff. Noah quickly moves it across to Leo, but it's behind him. And then Nathan comes in and whips it towards the net. Looks like that's off the goaltender's arm and then maybe off the outside edge of the post. Nathan with a nice stick there to keep that puck in, and then it's a chance for Jackson Davis, who had Leo up a little high at the end, but he likes to shoot from that angle, and the goalie's tight against the post and keeps it out. There's Knox playing a puck in the neutral zone, and the Langley player comes in a little late, gets the elbow up high, and so it's going to be 2 minutes for head contact. And we're going to send the Colts to the power play, looking to open the scoring in this game. They're going to work it around. Arjun throws that puck on net. Rebound is juicy right out to Jackson Anderson, who one-times it past the sprawling goaltender. And a power play goal has given the Colts a 1-0 lead in this game. Another play in the neutral zone. There's Knox again, battling for it there. Richard plays the puck up and then gets bowled over. And that player had 2 hands on his stick that whole way through that hit. Could easily have been called a cross-checking penalty, but it isn't. Here's Langley coming in, and Knox stands the guy up the blue line, gets all tangled up. And that's going to end up to being a penalty against Knox, even though that looked like that Langley player had his hands up in Knox's face as well. But it's just going to be 2 minutes for holding and give Langley an opportunity on the power play. But however, before that power play can begin, you can see the referees are not dropping the puck. That's because the referee with the stripes there in the bottom of your screen was at the bench talking to the Cloverdale coaching staff, and then he's going to come down and he's going to talk to this Langley player, and eventually he's going to send him off the ice. And if you look closely as he comes by the bench and as he heads towards the ice, look at how much space is between that chin guard and his actual chin. So it looked to me like he got sent off for illegal equipment for the gap that he had in his gear. You don't see that very often, but a good call because that's kind of unsafe. The Colts do kill that penalty off, and then with Leo working hard down low behind the Langley goal line, he gets taken down, and it's going to be a hooking penalty to Langley's number 4. So now the Colts will be back on the power play, and here they are working around. Jackson Mumm putting it down low. It's going to get out there to Arjun, who throws it on net. And then Jackson Anderson tries to bank in the rebound, and then the loose puck sits in front a little bit there, eventually gets cleared away. The penalty has ended, but the Colts are still on the offensive zone. This puck comes out here to Orson, who whips it at the net. It's deflected and just gets tipped wide on the right side of the post. A little bit later in the period, here's another play in the neutral zone where Knox steps up to block that puck from getting through. He gets tangled up, though, with the Langley player's stick between his legs. You can see him there pull it out at the end. That's going to result in a tripping penalty for Knox, the second penalty of this period. And so Langley to the power play yet again. They're going to put this puck out to the point, and it eventually lands on number 9 stick. That's the player that had the gap in his helmet, so he must have had it fixed with that. But Nate has him beat. And so we go to the second period. It's still 1-0 for the Colts. The Langley power play does continue over to this period, so they continue to work it around, and they're going to find this defenseman creeping in from the left point, and he's going to wrist that past Wes, who's coming out to play him, and it's going to beat Nate on the short side there. The power play goal has tied this game back up at 1. Here's Jackson Anderson through the neutral zone, trying to regain the lead for the Colts. He dumps it in and then goes in and tries to poke at a loose puck, and Eagles take exception to that happening to their goalie. There's be a bit of a scrum. Players go back and forth. You can see the referee pointing towards the penalty box. He's going to keep this 5-on-5 as both teams are going to get 2 minutes for cross-checking. Jackson for the Colts and number 10 for Langley head off. So it remains 5-on-5. And the Colts will be looking for chances here off the rush. The puck gets put up to Leo. He's down the left side, whips it on net. The rebound is there. There's a big battle as it looks like that's Noah there trying to come in and get it. He can't quite get it, but he does eventually put it back out to Leo, who tries to put that on net, but the Langley player blocks it before it can get through. And here's a broken play inside the Colts zone that eventually is going to end up here on Seth's stick, and then he's just going to put the afterburners on and jet around between the two Langley players and try to tuck the puck through the Langley goalie's legs, but he gets the 5-hole closed and makes the stop. Colts pressing, looking for a lead. There's Jackson Mum, puts that out front to Mac, but it's a little too tight into his feet, so he just misses it. So they're still on the attack. There's a puck out to Liam. He fans on it, hops over his stick, and that's going to allow Langley to go back the other way, 3-on-2, down the right side, throwing it out front, and it's going to deflect in off Wes's foot. An unfortunate bounce against the run of play, and Langley now has a lead in this game, 2-1. Colts, however, resume applying pressure. This puck eventually is going to end up on Orson's stick. He whips that towards the net. It's tipped on net by Jackson Anderson, who then gets the rebound and tries to put it by with the backhand, but a leg save from the goaltender. And here's another chance for Mac as that puck hops over the Langley player's stick. This time he doesn't whiff on it. This time he gets some good wood on it, but it's off the blocker and wide to the corner. Pressure continuing for the Colts. Off this face-off, Jackson Mum goes behind the net, strips the player of the puck, comes out front, whips it up. He had some space there high on the short side, but the goaltender does make the save. But eventually they're going to crack under all this pressure. A nice play by Jackson Anderson to reach up with his hand to knock that down, and then Seth gets the shot on net with just a perfect rebound out to Jackson Anderson for his second goal of the game, and it's now a 2-2 contest. Colts are then going to get an opportunity to extend the lead as well, as this play is in the neutral zone. Richard picks it up here, dumps it in, and as he's doing that, he gets blindsided by number 23 coming in from his left side. Didn't see him coming. That's going to be a charging penalty, as you see ref roll his arms there to indicate it. So here we go to the power play. Colts looking to take the lead. Now Richard has it. He comes in, shot there, save. The rebound is sitting loose in front. It eventually ends up back on Richard's stick again, and he shovels it towards the goaltender, but he swallows it up. Power play continues, and Seth bumps this puck past a pinching Knox. It's going to result in a 2-on-1 the other way, and a nice play there from Orson to block that one, and then he blocks a second attempt and then clears it out. But while all that was happening, off to the side, and when Knox was coming back, you can see right here he's going to get cross-checked and taken down. And so that's 2 minutes for Langley, and they are now going to be down 5-3. And off the ensuing face-off, eventually it's going to end up there on Richard's stick, who puts it out front to Jackson Davis. It just goes over his stick where he had to tap it. And then a play there by Orson is going to result in a big problem, as that's almost a 2-on-0 the other way, shorthanded for Langley. Luckily, they pushed the puck too far ahead, and Nate got rid of it. So we go to the third, and we're back to even strength. So Langley is looking for some offensive opportunities of their own. Here's a shot that's tipped towards the net, but it hits the Langley's player's skate and then sits in the crease for a bit before it gets cleared. And then there's another chance from that player in front, but a nice stick from Knox sends it over the glass. There in front of the net, you see Nathan got caught with a high stick. No penalty on the play, but he was shook up enough that he had to leave the game. He did come back after just missing a shift or two, so all good there on the injury front for Nathan. The rough play in this game is going to continue, though. Watch as Arjun comes out to the point. He's going to get high stick by number 9 as the number 9 runs into his own Langley player. Then on the far side along the wall, Mac's in a battle with a Langley player. They're tied up with each other, and Mac pulls him down to the ice. Both those players are also going to get penalties. So 3 penalties on this play. The one out at the point there with Arjun, that's a head contact penalty for number 9. Then number 19 gets roughing for being engaged with Mac along the wall. And Mac also gets roughing. So out of all that, the Colts will once again be going to the power play. They were unable to capitalize on that, so that is over, and it's back to 5-on-5. And here's a 2-on-1 chance from Langley to take the lead. They take the shot, and it gets whipped up over the net. Colts are now looking for their opportunity to take a lead here in the third period. And they're going to get one here, and what a chance it is. Leo picks up this misplayed puck, whips it up front to Jackson Mum, who's all alone walking in. He tries to go high glove, but it misses the net. Offensive zone draw for the Colts. Langley whips that around to the point, and Nathan just right away throws it towards the net. 2 players reaching out to get it, and it's Noah that knocks it down and past the goaltender. An excellent deflection off that Nathan shot, and it's going to be a 3-2 lead now here for the Colts. Langley is going to get an opportunity to get back into it. Here's Orson going down the wall with it. 2 players check him, and at the end of that play, Orson pushes away, but his stick is up high across the face of the Langley player, and so that's going to be a cross-checking penalty to Orson. So the Colts are going to need the penalty kill to come through here if they want to hold on to this third period lead. And the penalty kill does. Look at that block there from Bryson. in a sensitive part of the body, but he does make the block, and then Nate covers up and gets him the whistle so he can get off. Power play continuing for Langley, and speaking of blocks, here's going to be another one. This point shot here, Mitchell comes out, stands it up, takes it off the shin, then follows up and goes down the ice with it, forcing the Langley player under pressure deep into his own zone, continues to hold on to it there against the wall, killing more precious seconds as this game melts away. So that excellent kill by the Colts, and we're back to 5-on-5. Jackson Mum has it. He quickly whips it out to Leo, who mishandles it, but then is able to sweep it on net. The goaltender has to get a toe on it. Colts still looking for insurance. Nathan whips that in hard to the Langley zone. It gets past the goaltender to Jackson Anderson, who puts it quickly out front to Richard, who directs it on net, but a nice save from the goaltender. And that's going to give Langley a chance to get back in this one. There's a shot from the high slot, blocker to the corner, well by Nate. Langley, though, keeps working on keeping it in, and they do so here. And they have it up high around Jackson, and then they put it down low to a player in behind the defenders who gets a couple cracks at it, but Nate sticks with it. So now they're going to try to come up the left side of the ice, and this puck is going to go out to the point, and as that player tries to put it towards the net, Jackson Davis comes in and lays a big body check and shuts that play down. So now Langley has the net empty. Look, extra attacker looking for a goal. Instead, Seth gets it, and he throws it towards the empty net, but it's off the post. So no insurance there for the Colts, leaving Langley alive in this game. Coming down the ice on the left side, trying to create some opportunities, but time runs out on him, and then there's more activity at the end of the game after the whistle. A gloved punch there from the Langley player that's going to earn him a penalty, but it won't matter because the game is over, and it's a 3-2 victory for the Colts. So let's have a look at the stats for the game. Top of the table, Jackson Anderson, 2 more goals here. He's been on fire lately. And Noah picks up the winning goal for his second of the season. So let's have a look at the season stats. You see Jackson at the top of the table, 2 points up on Jackson Mum. 15 goals now in the season, 5 more than Arjun in second place with 10. So that's 2 wins in a row now for the Colts after 2 losses to start the regular season. So there you see them up in 4th place with that record. 2 wins, 2 losses after only 4 games. So having all their sportsmanship points is helping them out and keeping them near the top of the table. Let's have a look at the upcoming schedule so we can see what they're up against. The next game on the road in Vancouver, a late night game on a weeknight. Always a tough ask, and then they're home against a very strong Burnaby squad. So they will have their work cut out for them if they want to continue this winning streak. And we'll be there for it. We'll see you then, folks.